Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans.
We're set. 19.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of
I didn't even see him. He blended in.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Houston.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
there goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson,
I took my whole dude and he cut back on me.
Touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
15 line. 15 line. All day, dog. Rush city weapon. Rush city. Let's go.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Ready?
Here's Barkley. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready. 60 yards. Hey, echo.
Now on 2nd and 13. Barkley rolling to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp and tough.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
6-6, bullet high. Check 52. Hey!
Banjo. 56 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
Check 56.
Deep grip.
On 1st and 10, Barkley. And he's got it. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Watson.
Got him.
He fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 39, Barkley. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Go!
Now on second and 13, Barkley. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first throw for the backup, Griffin. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Barkley. Caught by Nelson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Off the play fake. Barkley. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to wind up in there. And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on, and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, Johnson. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. A final shot before break. Barkley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
On the set. Christian, track. Hey, 7. Ready?
On 1st down, Barkley. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Go now.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Throwing again. Barkley going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, it's complete, Stills. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. He finds his target, Fuller.
Wow.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Let's go. Pick it up, Keith.
5.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 22, Barkley. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Set, 8, read.
56. I know he ain't got it.
Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
36.
Ready.
Back to throw. Barkley, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Pass complete here to Sanders. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
wow,
I can do it.
There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, this is Hunt. And he is met quickly
He's
in
really
the
good at
backfield.
tackling.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your
You
payroll.
can see Elizabeth
There's
that good. He's just
60,000
really
of
good
them in the
at tackling.
stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Yeah, he's really good at tackling.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic
keep getting
football
all blocked,
and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Nah, you ain't going to catch him.
Down the left side, it's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hakeem Hunt with time running out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere.
Really
we want to
good
see
at
this one
tackling.
play out.
So the inability there to get the 2-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
He good at tackling.
We saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, he good at tackling.
So for Baltimore, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
He was pretty good at tackling, man.